What's going on, Dodgers Nation? D-Mac here. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMac_LA for up-to-the-minute Dodgers news and rumors all off-season long. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you want to see us post even more Dodgers content, smash that like button. And as always, I want your takes down below in the comments section. Today's Dodgers Nation question of the day: would you want the Dodgers to bring back Yasiel Puig? Give me a Y for yes or give me an N for no. And also, in 3 words or less, describe Puig's time with the Dodgers. Let me know down below in the comment section. And for all latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com. So former Dodger All-Star Yasiel Puig, he had a lot to say over the weekend in a post he made on Instagram. He asked Major League Baseball and the leaders of the Major League Baseball Players Association to consider Latino players and their unique needs during the lockout and in negotiations for the new CBA. Here are some highlights from Puig's post. Latino players go through hardships for not educating ourselves from the beginning when we arrive in the U.S. We do not understand what is expected of us as public figures. Latino players need to not just learn English, but we need to better understand American values and social norms so that we can make better choices for our careers and lives. It also said, there are things I cannot change about the past, but I am determined to continue to become a better person every day, and I want to help other Latino players stepping into these roles. So I'm asking the MLB and the union to ask questions of players like myself. We have so much to say. Almost as soon as I got here, the media pushed certain narratives about me because it sold more newspapers. They didn't understand my deficits here because of my lack of assimilation. They didn't understand my culture or how my background played an important role, and I also didn't know how to help them understand. So he would go on to talk more about how the media's coverage of him really affected him, but it ended with this: whatever happens, I know my story will always be mine to keep telling. It will always be one that supports my Latino brothers as they find their own voices as well. I hope baseball comes back soon, and I hope I am allowed to return to the big stage now that I have figured that out. So a lot of very interesting and thoughtful comments from Yasiel Puig there, and I definitely agree with him. I hope that Major League Baseball and the MLB PA, they do consider what he was saying and his message that he was trying to convey, because guys like Yasiel Puig, it's tough. You're 22 years old, you defect from Cuba, and you step onto the scene in 2013, and you become basically an overnight star. Puig mania was real, and I think one of the issues with Puig was the fact that he did get so big so fast. He had that meteoric rise at the age of 22. You got a young, charismatic superstar in the making, and you combine that with the Los Angeles Dodgers, one of the marquee franchises and the second largest media market in the country. That's a lot for a 22-year-old to handle. I do think that he didn't have the requisite media training, or he didn't have a full understanding of how it works in the United States when it comes to how the media covers certain stories, and the fact that he was a guy that could sell newspapers and get clicks on the internet. Puig was just such a lightning rod as a player. You couldn't stop reading about him, you couldn't stop talking about him, you couldn't stop watching him. But Yasiel Puig, when he stepped onto the scene, he was phenomenal. He was dubbed the Wild Horse by Vince Scully. In 104 games in 2013, a 159 OPS plus, 925 OPS. 2014, his only All-Star year, a 145 OPS plus. He had 16 dingers in 148 games. Then he had some nice seasons later when you saw those power numbers go up, like in 2017 when he hit 28 bombs with a 119 OPS plus. Now, there are people out there that think Puig was brought up too early, that he entered the league without being prepared for what was to come, and definitely there is that to an extent, but we did see that he was capable of playing big league baseball at the age of 22, and then there's the other question: was he really 22? You never really know. Maybe he's a few years older than that, but at the time, the Dodgers, they didn't have the same amount of depth in their farm system that they have now. So look, if Puig had come up now, maybe the Dodgers would have been a little more patient with him. Maybe they would have given him the necessary training to deal with the media and everything surrounding his hype and him being a budding superstar right when he stepped onto the scene. So I do think when you look back, the Dodgers as an organization, they learned some things. I mean, you consider Don Mattingly. Was he the best guy to deal with Puig? I don't think he was. And look, let's be honest, Yasiel Puig, he'll he'll be the first one to tell you that he didn't always make the right choices. And look, he was young, he was immature, but there are some things you just can't defend when it comes to Yasiel Puig. Things that have nothing to do with the media. Just look at what he did in the outfield. Instead of taking advantage of all the Dodgers scouting and how they embrace advanced analytics and how they put their defenders in the best positions to make plays, he completely ignored it. There's plenty of stories out there about Puig just ignoring the outfield positioning cards. Look, there's one story where Puig took the outfield positioning card and just ripped it up in front of outfield coach George Lombard and left it all over the outfield and didn't pick it up. So I can't defend that, and just look how it hurt the Dodgers in Game 2 of the 2017 World Series. Game 2, Dodgers up 3-1. They're 6 outs away of going up 2-0 to the Astros, and then what happens? Alex Bregman, he hits that double to right, really sparks the rally. The Astros get back in the game. Well, Puig was completely out of position on that play. He makes a diving attempt, but hey, by then it's too late. If he doesn't ignore his positioning card, he's in a better position to make that play, and maybe the Dodgers go on to win the World Series. I did a whole video about that one a year ago. So, look, I mean, to me, I love Yasiel Puig, but at the same time, I think that ship has sailed. I don't see a reunion between him and the Dodgers. And look, let's be honest here. If he was still a great player like he was in 2013 and 2014, if he continued to play at an all-star level, the Dodgers would have tolerated his antics. But you only get the superstar treatment if you play like a superstar, and the reality was he really faded as far as his performance on the field. Now, did he put in the work? Did he make the necessary adjustments to evolve with the game? I'm not so sure that he did. He did have some decent years after 2014. There's no question about it. He had the 28 home run year. He had an OPS plus around 120, but look, he wasn't the same guy that he was when he stepped onto the scene. Now, I asked you guys over on Twitter, describe Puig's time with the Dodgers in 3 words or less, and would you want to see LA bring back the Wild Horse? And here were some of your responses. At Gad_SO17 writes, electric culture changer. Mrs. Dingers tweeted, Puig my friend. Keith tweeted, roller coaster ride. Locked Out Duder Dennis tweeted, electric, passionate, fun. Yeah, I want him back on the team. At Jimmy_the_4th tweeted, revitalize Dodger baseball. Then at Jonathan_Farron replied with, fun, then frustrating. No. Then Janet French tweeted, a wild ride. Then our friend Roach tweeted, no, ripping fielding position cards when handed by coaches. He cost us Game 2 of the 2017 World Series. Constantly fought with teammates. No thanks. At Fansmanship tweeted, the most fun. Then at Modesto Avila 123 tweeted, waste of talent. No. At Keepits23 tweeted, peaks and valleys. So for my 3 words to describe Puig's time with the Dodgers, I'd go with either Puig Mania was special or potential was there, because we all know that Puig Mania was special. Yes, it didn't last very long, but when it happened, we were going crazy. We thought he was going to be this perennial all-star. Maybe he'll be a Hall of Famer for the Dodgers one day, considering how good he was at such a young age and just how electric he was on the field offensively, defensively. I mean, Puig Mania was special out of the gates, but then the potential was there. That'd be my other one, because the potential definitely was there. Unfortunately, he just didn't realize it. He just didn't take advantage of all the talent that he did have. So, but hey, Puig will always be my friend. But let me know down below in the comment section. Give me your 3 words to describe Puig's time with the Dodgers, and would you want the Dodgers to sign him this offseason? Let me know down below. My name is D-Mac. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMac_LA. For all things Dodger baseball, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you want to see us post even more Dodgers content, smash that like button. For our latest Dodgers Nation merch, head over to gearup.la, download the new Dodgers Nation app for my Android and iPhone users, and until next time, think blue, bleed blue, and I'm out.